The water issue in California is a complex and long-standing challenge that has significant environmental, economic, and social implications. This issue is primarily attributed to a combination of factors, including climate variability, population growth, unsustainable water management practices, and competing demands for water resources. All types of floods can occur in California, and 90% of them are caused by river flooding in lowland areas. However, California is now going through a major drought and unusual flooding. What's going on in California? What's the reason for this excessive flooding? We'll find that out in this video. But first, don't forget to hit like and subscribe to this YouTube channel to stay updated on the latest in the luxury world. At Luxury Mindset, we bring you all luxurious information ranging from items, cars, houses, places, and even people who bathe in luxury. Not only that, but we also give you pretty much the amount you would need to purchase any of this luxurious stuff. So if you are interested in the rich, becoming rich, or even dreaming of lying on a mattress of gold or dollar bills, click the notification bell to keep yourself updated on this channel. Before we bring you through the situation in California, let's look into its water problem first. California has water challenges because a big part of it is desert, like the Great Basin, Mojave, and Colorado regions. Even centuries ago, when people settled here, they struggled to find enough water. The problem hasn't gone away. In October 2021, the governor declared a statewide drought emergency and asked people to reduce water use by 15%. In 2023, the drought is still a big issue, lasting over 1,000 days. But here's the twist. During this long drought, California also had heavy rainfall, causing floods. This led to damage and even deaths. So why are they facing both drought and floods at the same time? It's because of how they manage water. When it rains a lot, most of the water flows away or into the sea. They don't capture much of it. It's like filling a bathtub with no plug. The water disappears. California can't save enough water when it rains, so it keeps swinging between too much and too little water. The big question is whether California can solve this. They've been trying. In the 1950s, California faced a similar cycle of droughts and floods. They responded by creating the State Water Project, SWP, to store excess rainwater for dry times. They built over 20 dams, like the Oroville Dam and Pyramid Lake, to store huge amounts of water. During droughts, they use this stored water for farms and cities. They have a vast network of canals, aqueducts, and pumping stations, with one pumping plant, Edmonston, lifting water higher than any other worldwide. Originally, they planned more dams and canals in the 80s and 90s, but economic challenges and environmental concerns like impacting local species led to a stop in these projects. So they cancelled Stage 2, hoping the initial projects would be enough. At first, the new facilities helped a lot, with most water going to urban areas and some for farming, boosting California's economy by about $400 billion annually. But as the state's population doubled over the years, the dams and canals struggled to keep up, contributing to recent drought challenges. California's water system can't keep up with increasing demands and the effects of climate change, like hotter temperatures and harsher droughts. To address this, they're working on the Sites Reservoir project. This project aims to turn a dry valley just north of Sacramento into a lake. It'll capture excess water from storms and save it for dry periods. They thought about this idea since the 1950s, but it was too expensive back then, at $4 billion. They focused on other projects like the Oroville Dam. Now, they think it's worth the cost. The Sites Reservoir can store a lot of water, enough for hundreds of thousands of households for a year. They're figuring out how to build it. Construction of the Sites Reservoir will start by building dams to seal gaps between hills at the valley's edge. Two main dams, Sites Dam and Golden Gate Dam, will be on the eastern side, with others in the north. These dams will turn the valley into a big, waterproof basin. The next step involves filling it. Instead of relying on rivers, water will be taken from the Sacramento River, located 25 kilometers to the east. During rainy months, water will be channeled into the site's valley. When needed, the water can be released to help nearby areas. The process requires energy, but 80% of it will be recovered through hydroelectric generators. Construction should start in 2024 or 2025 and finish around 2030 or 2031. In early 2023, extensive flooding in California could have been managed if the site's reservoir were operational, providing water to over 200,000 households for the year. People want to avoid missing such opportunities in the future. As for downsides, are there any concerns about this project? Some people have concerns about the project. The SWP may increase the cost of water to fund it, possibly resulting in a 300% price hike, which worries many. What's the point of more water if it's unaffordable? Environmental groups are worried about the impact on migrating fish in the Sacramento River when water is pumped. Unlike Oroville, the site's project won't block the river, but high-power pumps could pose a problem. However, they'll have fish screens to prevent trapping aquatic life. The SWP plans to use some of the reservoir water to support local species. Certain fish need deep, cold pools for breeding, and the reservoir will help maintain the right conditions. While the primary goal is to meet human needs, helping other species is also important. Funding issues could still prevent this project from happening, but currently, it's set to be operational by 2030. Water issues are not only happening in California, but in most places in the world. State and local governments are working on initiatives to increase water use efficiency and promote sustainable practices in agriculture, urban areas, and industry. What about in your country? What initiatives are your governments working on these issues? What do you think we must do by ourselves? What initiatives are you doing now? Share your answers in the comments. If you enjoyed this video, please click the notification bell to stay updated with the latest in the luxury world, only here at Luxury Mindset. See you in the next video.